I don't know what to think about this whole Charlie Kirk situation, y'all. I mean, I've been doing some thinking on it and looking around, seeing what other people are saying, seeing what's going on here. They ain't caught the dude, you know. And I mean, there's a whole lot of people with a whole lot of ideas about this whole thing, you know. And I've got my own ideas too. I think everybody does. And there's a bunch of misinformation going around too about it. And I can tell you some big information or disinformation going on. That governor of Utah, he was spreading out some disinformation right off the jump, you know. He said that Charlie Kirk feller, he was loved by everybody. That's what that governor said. He was loved by everybody. And I'm like, right there, that right there's some misinformation, because he wasn't loved by everybody, you know, because he was a racist, misogynistic, homophobic, xenophobic dick is what he was. And so not everybody loved him. And the thing is, somebody in particular really didn't love him at all, you know, didn't have no love, none, had negative love for the dude, you know, and you can tell by the way that it is. So that he definitely wasn't loved by everybody. So that was some misinformation there. And then, well, Team Taco, y'all, you fake ass patriots, you're going around and saying that this Democrats, the violent Democrats are doing this stuff. That a violent Democrat did that to that Charlie Kirk feller there is what y'all are saying. And I started thinking about all the violent Democrats that I could think of out there. And I started thinking about that Nancy Pelosi's husband that got his skull bashed in with a hammer at his house there. It wasn't a Democrat that did that. That was one of y'all. It was a fake ass patriot did that, you know. I was thinking about that old guy that tried to attack the FBI building with a nail gun. You know, he was all magged up in the cult. You know, that another Trump supporting Republican that did that right there. And then that senator and his family that got shot up there in Minnesota, that right there wasn't even a Democrat. There's another one of y'all, Team Tacos, that did that. Hey, that dude that supposedly took a shot at Donald F. and Trump there in Pennsylvania, Trump supporter, what he was, a Republican. That dude and the guy they found out there at the golf course that was supposedly going to take a shot at him, another Republican, you know. So I'm trying to find all these violent Democrats. Can't find them. I just can't find them. I find a lot of y'all out there, but not that. So that's some more misinformation that's going on, because we don't know what was up with that right there, you know. But I do know this, that Charlie Kirk feller, I'm sure that he didn't think that he was going to go out that way. You know, nobody wants to go out like that. You know, nobody wants.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
Wow, Charlie, you talking to me from your dirt nap? Damn, dude, I didn't know you felt that strongly about that. Oh, wow. You've got opinions about it. You had opinions about that. Man, you just want to get your message out there. Look, well, then you took one for the team then, dude. You took one for the team. You're a mascot, you know. You ain't talking about it, you're being about it. You know, leading by example.
I even think that we should bring back, you know, public execution.
Great.
Well, you got your wish, man. Wow, you just doubled down on it, got your wish and everything, you know. You really did feel that strongly about it there, Charlie. That's crazy, talking to me from a dirt nap like that. Get your message out there. But y'all, anyway, look, Team Taco, the thing is we don't know actually what happened there, because they don't have that fella or whoever it was that shot at him and shot him, you know. We don't have that dude. And, you know, it looks to me more like that bullet right there, it came from the barrel of a sniper rifle, because you could tell by the where it entered at, you know. That particular place was meant for that bullet to go to. That's what they were aiming at. That right there is the bullet of a sniper is what it looks like to me. And I know that it's real easy to say, well, them Democrats out there being violent. Hey, I don't know about that. There's people out there with motive, you know. There's motive from some of them people. Some people out there. I mean, there's one dude in particular. He needs violence in this country. What he needs to do is get Team Taco and the Democrats all warring it up, civil warring it up out in the streets and stuff. That's what he needs so that he could use some sort of insurrection act, some martial laws and stuff. He needs that bigly, you know. And matter of fact, that same dude did just say yesterday that because of the Charlie Kirks getting all shot up like that, that his numbers are going to increase. His poll numbers are going to get better because of it. That's what that one dude said. And also, he also met with the Charlie Kirks just a couple of days ago. Told Charlie Kirk he needed to pipe the F down on the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. That's what he told the Charlie Kirks. He was tired of that Jeffrey Epstein stuff. And then the Charlie Kirk went up on his podcast and said he was going to kind of simmer down there on the Epstein stuff, you know. So there's people out there with motive and the ability to find them a sniper to do something like that if they need certain situations to go a certain way so that they can gain a certain amount of power in a certain amount of time, you know. So anyway, there, Team Taco, I wouldn't go out there pointing fingers right away. I don't think they're ever going to find the feller. But what somebody may be trying to do is get you and me fighting with each other out there so that they can fight with both of us and, you know, destroy everything for us forever. That could be a huge possibility there, Team Taco. So don't be out there blaming people quite yet, all right? Don't fall for the bait. That's what I'm telling you. Nobody on either side should fall for this bait, all right? Inmate Trump.